we're going to look at the foundational aspects for sixth position, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And as usual, it's the legs and the arms. And one of the crux things about the downward dog is to get the weight in the legs. Okay, so it tends to go in the arms because of the nature of the position. So we're going to work with this set of exercises to get that feeling of weightedness in the legs. All right, so here we go. You've got your chair at the wall. You're going to push your hands against that, and it may lift, depending on what your chair, it may make it so the chair back has to touch the wall, but whatever you have, you want it to push and be able to really push off against it without it changing. Okay, so here we go. Your arms, the heel of the hand is on the edge of the chair. So that's really what you're pushing with. And then the arms are fully extended, and you've walked the legs back, and the hips will be almost vertical over the knees and ankles. They might be slightly forward, or they might be exactly vertical. But notice that when you go into downward dog proper, the hips will be way more forward. But here you have this advantage where the hips are way back, and so you can get your weight into your legs. And that's really what I'm wanting you to feel. So you're pushing the chair and shifting weight back. And then lift the sitting bones and get your pelvis to neutral. So horizontal neutral. And then the spine flows out neutral from that horizontal pelvis. So you've got your pelvis, torso, arms in one horizontal line. And then you're just attending to the foundation. So you're striking down through the feet, pushing back through the thighs. Feeling a weightedness. The feet are heavy, the legs are heavy, and that they are enabling the spine to be way out there in front of you because they're strong and supporting. And also the arms will be getting tired. Okay, so come up and out, and then we're going to lower. So it's kind of a progression. So you take 2 sets of blocks, and we'll push your heel of your hand into that block. So you step your legs back, get a nice long stance so your arms are fully extended, your spine is at its full length, and then your pelvis will be now forward of your knees and ankles. And yet you're working to shift your weight back into your legs any bit. The breath is flowing steady along that axis. So push through the hands, the heel of the hand, lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine. The pelvis is neutral on a horizontal, but then it's a gentle downward slope. So it's not exactly horizontal. Now it's diagonally kind of down, but it's still neutral. So the sitting bones lifting, ribs sucked up into the body, and the spine releasing from the back towards the front. Heavy feet, heavy legs, grounded thighs. And then come out. Okay, so as we go further in the progression, if you're tight in the backs of the legs, it's going to be harder to get the pelvis to that neutral position on a horizontal or on a downward, on a diagonal line. But that's what you're trying to study here, and that's part of the foundation of your asana, is what is my pelvic position? So you may want to stay up higher if you can't get that neutral position. So I've lowered it one setting, I'm trying again. So here we go, take your setup position. Strike the heel of the hand into the block, root back. So you're shifting your weight off of the arms and into the legs any bit. Breathing steady and enjoying this
one of the most foundational asanas that there is, because it's an inversion, a standing pose, kind of a forward bend, shoulder opener, ground the femur back. Back and back and back, your weight shifts. You feel force moving through the body, and the spine then releases. So from the tip of the tail through the crown of the head, the spine kind of dips down into the body, and the legs and arms support. They're the foundation. Okay, come out, and we'll finally go for downward dog. And let's see, kind of feel. Can you shift the weight back? Get a good long stance. Plant the hands so you're striking the earth with a gesture. Even pressure across the knuckles, the fingers, the rim of the palm. And you're using that pressing the earth down in a way to find the thighs and to root back through the thighs. The pelvis is tipped forward until it's neutral. The ribs are sucked up, front ribs sucked up into the body as the spine is releasing. So the arms and legs bracing, stabilizing, strengthening so that you can get that feeling like your spine is a suspension bridge cable. It kind of dips down into the body, and that changes your whole nervous system. So your brain relaxes, your breath becomes steady, and you stay in that immovable spot because you've built such a nice foundation. Ease is there. Okay.
So this September, I'm doing an online Mysore Foundations course. And you can find out more information about it on my website. Hope you can join me. Remember to comment. Love to hear what you have to say. Also, subscribe to my channel.